What's up guys, Matt Prince from Royal Fitness. So today I want to share a thing that I've been playing with my fighters, my jiu-jitsu fighters in particular, but I also use it with my MMA guys. There is a lot of imbalances that happen throughout the core, lower back, hip area when you're fighting jiu-jitsu a lot, when you're training jiu-jitsu a lot. Also with MMA, if you're throwing low kicks, high kicks, tendency is that one side's going to overdevelop and the other side's going to be in a more stretched position. So one side's going to be stronger, one side's going to be stretched, and that can cause issues, right? So if you think about this position, right? Say I'm playing guard on my back, I'm laying flat, I'm doing this. Generally you'll have a side, okay? Generally you'll come to one side, you'll be, you might be trying to pull in, you might be trying to hook with this leg and then sweep, whatever, right? You're going to have your position. A lot of people, when they're in this position, they're crunched down, trying to defend that space, because if somebody's trying to pass, you're trying to defend that space, you're trying to keep all that going, right? So you need to think about what happens. If you're doing this hours and hours and hours on end, right? You're doing it day after day, you're training a lot of jits, you need to make sure that you're counteracting that with your strength training. One of the exercises I love doing, which is very specific to a lot of things, right? If you think about this position as I sort of show it on the thing, you're going to train your left to right, right? So if you're crunched up like that, this hip's stronger than this hip, this side of your core and this QL and all those muscles in here, they're stronger than this side. You want to be attacking the lower back, the glutes and all those big muscles at the back to start to pull you nice and tall. Because you're in that flex position on the ground, we have to reverse that. So you have to train the reverse muscles. So I'm going to do a split stance good morning. So what we're going to do, I'm going to set myself up I like to use safety bar. Hey, you can use a straight bar, it doesn't matter. I was using a straight bar last week when I didn't have access to a safety bar. I like safety bars because it takes pressure off your elbows. When you're on the straight bar out here, there's extra strain on there, so I use the safety bar more often than not to counteract that. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stagger my stance. I'm gonna be on the top, like on my toe on the left side. I'm gonna bend this front leg softly, and I'm gonna take a big breath, brace my abs. My hips are gonna go back, and I'm gonna do a good morning. So I'm gonna be here. Now, as I do them, hits the hamstrings, hits the glutes and that hip extension, hits the lower back on each side, like as you fold forward, you'll feel it in different parts of your back. Also hits your core really hard. You'll feel your core really have to switch on so you don't twist as you're coming down, because otherwise, if your abs weren't tight, you would just twist. You just fall to the side. It's a very bang for your buck exercise. If you start to think about, like, if you're shooting in, doing wrestling type stuff, same sort of motion, you're in this position, you want to drive your body up, you can train your body to be nice and strong in those like snap downy kind of positions if you're on the receiving end of it. It's something that I really like doing. I've been doing it myself in my program. I've used it with my fighters for years. It's a very good one. Start light and do more reps, and then build it progressively heavy, but still keep your reps sort of in that like 6 to 10 rep range if you're going heavier, because it's not something you'll wax out on. It's not something that, a 1 rep max split stance good morning isn't safe. Do not try it, but doing the rep work can actually help a lot. So give it a shot guys, have a play with it and see what you think. Let me know if you've got any questions, and train hard.